I was sacked for helping patients. Here's my story. In early 2024, I walked into my shift at Riverside General Hospital, where I'd been a nurse for 7 years, expecting another day of caring for patients. Instead, it became the start of a battle that cost me my job, my reputation, and nearly my spirit. This is my story of being sacked for doing what I thought was right, helping patients, and how I fought to reclaim my life. If you find this story resonates, please like this video, subscribe, and check the links in the description for resources on workplace rights. I'd always been passionate about nursing. At Riverside, I worked in the oncology ward, where patients face some of their darkest days. My role wasn't just administering meds, it was holding hands, listening to fears, and advocating for those too weak to speak up. In March 2024, I noticed a recurring issue. Patients weren't getting timely pain relief due to chronic understaffing and a new policy prioritizing efficiency over care. One patient, Mrs. Carter, a kind woman battling breast cancer, was left in agony for hours because her pain meds were delayed. I couldn't stand by. I started staying late, double-checking charts, and ensuring patients like Mrs. Carter got their meds on time. I also raised concerns with my supervisor, suggesting we adjust staffing or streamline med delivery. She brushed me off, saying, "Stick to your duties." But I couldn't ignore patients' suffering. I began documenting delays and sharing them with colleagues, hoping we could push for change together. Some agreed, but others warned me to stop making waves. By June, I was called into a meeting with HR and the hospital director. They accused me of insubordination and disrupting operations. I was stunned. They claimed my documentation and advocacy were unprofessional and that I'd violated protocol by adjusting a patient's med schedule, something I'd done with a doctor's verbal approval to ease suffering. They twisted my actions, saying I'd endangered patients, though no patient was harmed. Before I could explain, I was suspended without pay and told an investigation would follow. A week later, on June 20th, 2024, a termination letter arrived. I was sacked for gross misconduct, with a vague reference to patient safety violations. Worse, they reported me to the state nursing board, jeopard of like an academic board reporting a student for plagiarism, except this threatened my entire career. I felt betrayed. I'd poured my heart into helping patients, only to be punished for it. The hospital, I later learned, was facing budget cuts and wanted to silence critics to avoid bad press. The aftermath was brutal. Friends distanced themselves, assuming I'd done something awful. Job applications went nowhere. Hospitals don't hire troublemakers. I sank into depression, questioning my worth. But giving up wasn't an option. I hired a lawyer, despite the cost, and we demanded hospital records, including patient charts and staffing logs. The hospital resisted, but we got the documents, showing no patient harm and confirming the understaffing I'd flagged. We also found an email from my supervisor admitting she'd approved my actions but later denied it to save face. With this evidence, we filed a wrongful termination lawsuit in August 2024. The legal fight was exhausting, with the hospital's lawyers painting me as reckless. But patients like Mrs. Carter, now in remission, sent letters praising my care. In January 2025, the court ruled in my favor, awarding compensation for lost wages and emotional distress. The nursing board cleared me too. This ordeal showed me how institutions prioritize profit over people. It also taught me resilience. I'm now at a community clinic where patient care comes first, but I'll never forget how helping others cost me my job. I'm sharing this on YouTube to inspire others facing workplace injustice. Don't let false accusations define you. Document everything, seek legal help, and stand firm. If this story moved you, please like this video, subscribe for more, and check the links in the description for resources on fighting unfair dismissals. Your support helps me keep sharing, and together, we can demand better workplaces.